Welcome back. Now when we have defined all our variables according to our questionnaire, then you can see I have defined all the variables, all the constructs and their elements. Okay, if you see, these are the constructs. I mean, this innovative job performance is a construct, and individual questions within this construct are called elements. And we have given these elements names, which are descriptive names. For example, question number 1, we have given it form performance 1, okay, job performance 1, share 4. So these are descriptive type of names which give us some idea what this element is about. Okay. Since we have defined these variables now the next step is to bring the data from Excel to SPSS. If we go to our data view, we can see that names of variables are there, but there is no data. Okay. You know, when we collect data online, mostly in form of through Google Forms, it is downloaded as a CSV file, and in this case, this is the CSV file that has been downloaded from Google Forms. Okay, these are in total, let's see how many, 153 responses, and if you exclude the rows, these are 152 responses. Okay, all the questions that were there in the questionnaire are here, and now we need to do some work on this sheet before we copy it to SPSS. So age, you see, these are the numbers. Okay, that's fine. But in if we go back and see gender, we have defined two values for gender now, which are not male and female, but 1 and 2. So I need to change this to 1 and 2. Okay, what I can do is select this. Okay, I'll select this, and I will press Control F, okay, and then I will choose this replace. Okay, these are some values which are already there, but we can change them. Find what? This is asking me find what, and I say, and I tell it to find female, and let's go back and see what code we have given to female, and we will see that female has code 2. Okay, female 2. Why am I finding female first? There is a reason, because you see, if I ask it to find male first, there is male in female. Okay, this will change that part of female. Okay, I'll replace it with 2. I click replace all, and all the values will be, there are very few females, and if you scroll down you will see that those have been replaced. Okay, now I can find male and replace it with 1. Okay, fine, that's great. 153 replacements have been made. Okay, we had not specified any values for qualification, and we had specified values for management. Okay, I'll select this column. When you select this column, it will search only this column. Okay, again, Control Find. We have what? Let's go back to SPSS file and see what values we had specified for this management designation. Okay, this is senior management 1, middle management 2, and junior management 3. Okay, so we are finding what? Senior management first. We are finding senior management and replacing it with 1. Replace all. There are 44 replacements. Then we have middle management, and replace it. We replace it with 2. Fine. Okay. And then when we have junior management, and we replace it with 3. Great. Again, we had specified no values for industry sector. Number of employees is already a quantitative variable. We do not need to do anything with this. Okay. And now here is the trick. This is strongly agree, strongly agree. Okay. And there are these questions which are on this scale, which from strongly agree to strongly disagree. We'll select all these columns, and now we will replace. First we will find strongly disagree. Okay, now let's find strongly disagree. Again, if you find disagree first, it will also replace the disagree part in strongly disagree. So it is better to first find strongly disagree. And we have given a value of 1 to strongly disagree. Replace all. Okay. And then we have disagree, which we will give a value of 2. This is 2. Again, we have neutral and neutral, neutral, which we will give a value of 3. And then instead of going to agree, we first find to strongly agree and give it a value of 5 and replace it, and then we find agree and replace it with 4. Alright, so here is we have replaced all those strongly agree disagree with these values. Okay ji. Oh, this part is also on the same scale, and we should have selected it, but we missed that, so we will have to do this now. Okay, let's find strongly disagree, and replace it with 1. So apparently there is nothing. And okay, oh no, disagree, it is actually disagree. Okay, there are 66 values, and then we find disagree and replace it with 2. Okay, then we find neutral and we replace it with 3. When we find strongly agree and replace it with 5, and then again we will find agree and replace it with 4. Okay. Scale for these questions was different. Okay, these questions relate to innovative job performance, and we can go and have a look at what the scale was. Okay, let's see. For example, in job performance, this is never for 1, 1 for never, very rarely 2, rarely 3, neutral 4, always, frequently. Okay, this is a 7-point scale. Okay, though the other 2 were 5-point scales, but this is 7-point scale. Okay, we will change this accordingly. Okay, let's find always and replace it with what? 7. Right. Okay, then the next is we will have to see again next is what? Frequently, then occasionally. Okay, now let's find frequently. Okay, let's find frequently and change it with 6. Replace. Then we will have occasionally and replace it with 5. Okay. And there is some spelling issue. Occasionally, replace it with 5. This is occasionally. Okay, this is a single S and double C. Fine, no problem. Replace all. Okay. And then we will go to neutral and replace it with what? 4. Okay, there are still a few values to be replaced, and let's go back and see what other values are. Never for 1, very rarely, and rarely. Okay. We will find never and replace it with what? 1. Okay, and then we have very rarely. Well, that's quite a strange label, but anyhow it is. And then we have what? Rarely, and the next value was very rarely, and then we had rarely. Okay, after rarely we had rarely, which okay, there we have made a mistake, and instead of very rarely we have 2. Okay, replace all, and then we have rarely, which is 3. So now you see we have replaced all the values. Okay, now this you can see very 6, it was actually very rarely. Okay, so now we'll have to find this very 6 and replace it with 2. Okay, fine. Now you see we have made all the replacement, we have made all the changes, and what we can do now is this. We copy this whole sheet, okay, of course leaving the headings because we cannot copy those. We'll select all the data, Control C for, we'll copy it using Control C, and then we'll go to the data view and simply paste it here, because this is in the, these questions are in the same order, so we do not need to worry. We'll simply paste it here, Control V. Okay, when you can paste some data, it takes some time and you will have to wait. Now you can see that I had pasted it a while ago, but it took a few seconds before data appeared here. And once it has appeared here, we can save it again to save all the progress we have made so far.